Hello and welcome back to TechNation, and today we're spilling the beans on how gaming consoles are made. Ever wondered how your trusty console goes from an idea to a sleek machine under your TV? Join us for a turbocharged tour through the console creation process, from the Eureka moment to the final product. Grab your controller, subscribe, and let's dive into the epic odyssey of console creation right here on TechNation. Stay curious, and let's roll. Video games are enjoyed in various settings, including arcades, home settings with TVs or personal computers, and through portable handheld devices. They come in different formats, such as large consoles, game cartridges compatible only with specific manufacturers' hardware, like Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Sony PlayStation, and CD-ROMs. These games consist of programs that command the computer to generate specific visual and audio effects, harnessing advanced technology for high-speed entertainment. Recent data indicates that 70% of US children have gaming systems at home, with an annual expenditure of over $4 billion on arcade video games. In the realm of gaming history, preceding the advent of video games, pinball machines emerged in the 1930s and retained their popularity until the 1970s. Then, in 1971, the world saw the creation of a video arcade game called Computer Space, devised by Nolan Bushnell and Ted Dabney. This marked the inception of coin-operated video games, although Computer Space didn't gain widespread popularity. Nevertheless, it paved the way for Bushnell and Dabney's next game, the massively successful arcade classic, Pong. Modeled after the game of ping pong, Pong was an electronic duel where players aimed to strike a blinking dot with their virtual paddles. This triumph led Bushnell and Dabney to establish the Atari Company, which, in 1975, unveiled a home version of Pong. Subsequently, in 1976, Warner Communication acquired Atari for $28 million and broadened its collection of home video game cartridges. Concurrently, as Bushnell and Dabney were developing Pong, Ralph Baer, working at Sanders Associates, was crafting a home video game system known as the Odyssey. Conceived in 1969, it was eventually manufactured and distributed by Magnavox in 1972. The Odyssey featured 12 distinct plug-in games stored on circuit cards, each accompanied by plastic overlays that, when placed over the TV screen, simulated the appropriate game environment, for instance, a hockey rink overlay for the hockey game. The Odyssey also offered an electronic shooting gallery with 4 additional games and an electronic rifle, selling 85,000 units. The 1970s witnessed rapid advancements in electronic technology, leading to the creation of more intricate games, like Space Invaders and Pac-Man. Pac-Man, introduced in 1983 through a partnership between Namco Company in Japan and Midway in the United States, achieved immense popularity with hundreds of thousands of copies sold, solidifying its status as one of the most iconic video games. Game design stands as the pivotal element in the creation of all video games, typically orchestrated by a team comprising adept computer programmers, writers, artists, and other game visionaries. During this developmental phase, they meticulously craft the game's specifications, encompassing its genre, objectives, and visual aesthetics. Although the process of crafting a video game rarely adheres to a rigid step-by-step sequence, it necessitates the accomplishment of diverse tasks. At the outset, the game's genre and objectives are meticulously defined. Generally, games fall into 6 distinct categories or genres: fighting, shooting, strategy, simulations, adventure, and the run, jump, and avoid (RJA) genre. Fighting games involve intense player versus player or player versus computer combat, exemplified by titles like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, presently among the most beloved. Shooting games revolve around battles where players strive to eliminate enemy tanks, ships, or aircraft. Strategy games feature classics like chess, bridge, or checkers. Simulations immerse players in true-to-life scenarios, like piloting or driving. Adventure games offer digitized renditions of role-playing fantasy adventures. RJA games, typified by Super Mario, challenge characters to reach objectives while contending with assorted obstacles. The game's pace and style are heavily contingent upon its intended platform. Arcade games demand immediate, high-paced action. Home versions, in contrast, often incorporate multiple skill levels to sustain player engagement over extended sessions. Handheld video game adaptations are usually streamlined to cater to miniature screens and on-the-go gameplay. Raw materials are the essential building blocks for crafting a video game, although the most crucial ingredient is undoubtedly imagination. To manifest this creative vision into reality, a set of resources becomes indispensable. After the storyline takes shape, characters and backgrounds find their initial existence on storyboards, eventually transitioning into electronic formats either through the handiwork of artists or digitization processes. The quest for lifelike action leads to film capture, while soundscapes are meticulously recorded onto digital audio tape, DAT. Upon the completion of the design phase, a diverse array of raw materials comes into play to manufacture video games. This includes materials for fabricating the storage medium, accessories, and packaging. The most prevalent storage mediums encompass floppy disks and CDs, constructed from robust plastics like polycarbonates. CDs feature a slim layer of aluminum or silver coating, additionally shielded by a clear acrylic protective layer. In contrast, floppy disks consist of thin plastic surfaces coated with magnetic materials. Plastics also serve as the foundation for accessory components required by certain computer games. These plastics are blended with various fillers and colorants to tailor their properties. Traditionally, computer games find their home in elaborately adorned cardboard boxes when it comes to packaging. The creation of a video game is an intricate, time-consuming endeavor, often spanning up to a year for a single game's completion. Typically, writers shoulder the responsibility of fashioning a game's narrative, encompassing its setting, characters, and plot. This narrative provides the game with purpose and enhances player engagement by offering objectives and guiding gameplay rules. The story often draws inspiration from popular movies or books and is translated into storyboards, which include initial sketches alongside relevant dialogue and character descriptions. Once the game's type and narrative are established, the game's format is determined, influencing what the player experiences during gameplay. Various formats exist, such as platform, top-down, scrolling, isometric, 3D, and text. Platform games feature a side view, top-down games offer a bird's-eye perspective. Common in war games, isometric format creates a 3D illusion, while true 3D games are emerging with CDs and DVDs, representing the future of gaming. Text formats involve limited graphics and are primarily used for interactive fiction. Most games employ one or more of these formats. Artists contribute to storyboards by adding drawings, character descriptions, and movement indications, such as arrows indicating character motions. Final visuals are crafted using two approaches. One involves artists creating converted graphics by digitally drawing images. The other method involves filming an actor's actions and digitizing the resulting footage to produce more realistic images. Artists review the recorded actions on an RGB monitor, which delivers brighter images, to select frames for creating in-game actions. Typically, 6 to 10 frames illustrate a character's single step while 4 to 5 frames depict actions like punches or kicks. Backgrounds are also constructed by artists, combining converted and digitized images to create a seemingly cohesive backdrop. Dialogue and sound effects are recorded within a sound studio using diverse audio techniques. Once captured on digital audio tape, DAT, these sounds are processed by a synthesizer, essentially a specialized computer that transforms and encodes sound into data. Once the programmer has written the game's code and digitized sound and action, the game code is transferred to a master compact disc for mass production. A laser cutting machine is employed to etch pits in the disc's photoresistive coating corresponding to the program. Subsequently, the disc undergoes chemical etching and receives a metal coating. This multifaceted process brings the creative vision of a video game to life, ensuring that gamers can immerse themselves in captivating digital adventures. The testing phase in game development plays a critical role in identifying fundamental design and programming issues. Testing methods vary, with programmers engaging in game runs to uncover glaring problems themselves. Professional playtesters, typically experienced game designers, are employed to scrutinize games for subtle errors and provide constructive feedback for game enhancement. Occasionally, game developers also involve individuals from the general population to gauge consumer acceptance. Data collected during testing is meticulously reviewed, leading to reprogramming efforts to fine-tune the game. Once programming is finalized, the game code is transferred to a master compact disc, the blueprint for mass production. This master disc consists of a meticulously polished glass coated with adhesive and photoresistive material. Placed within a laser cutting machine, the spinning disc communicates with the game's binary code to guide the laser, carving pits in the photoresistive coating mirroring the program. Following this, the disc undergoes chemical etching and receives a metal coating, becoming an exact replica of a finished disc. Subsequently, an inverse copy is created through electroforming, which is then employed to produce multiple metal masters via a similar process. These metal masters, in turn, generate multiple inverse stamping copies. Mass production of plastic compact discs involves placing the stamping copies within a die in an injection molding machine. Polycarbonate pellets are drawn through a screw device, melting the plastic, which is then injected into the die alongside the stamping copy. Held under pressure for a brief period, the plastic cools and hardens, acquiring the same pattern of pits as the master copy. Quality inspections follow, with flawed discs being rejected. Subsequently, a hole is punched in the disc center, and a thin film of aluminum or silver is applied through vacuum deposition. A clear acrylic plastic layer is added, and the disc proceeds to a silk screen assembly where a label is printed on it. All game components are assembled on the packaging line, with each part placed in pre-printed cardboard boxes. This packaging process can be performed manually or using automated machinery. Once boxed, the games are conveyed to a shrink-wrap machine, which encases them in plastic, completing the packaging process, and rendering them ready for shipment. The process of transferring the computer game program to a compact disc or DVD necessitates a pristine, dust-free environment, given that dust particles, being considerably larger than the pits etched into the disc, have the potential to irreparably damage a disc. Hence, stringent quality control measures are meticulously implemented to regulate the environment during the disc manufacturing process. Furthermore, visual inspections are conducted at various stages of disc production. Random samples of completed discs undergo thorough testing to verify the program's proper functionality. Towards the culmination of the manufacturing process, random samples of the final product undergo inspection to confirm the inclusion of all essential components. As computer game programming continually advances in sophistication, driven by improvements in available hardware, one of the most significant recent breakthroughs poised to revolutionize gaming is the emergence of DVD technology. This innovation offers the potential to accommodate a substantially larger volume of data within the game's program. Consequently, numerous facets of the game, such as artificial intelligence routines, graphics, and special effects, stand to benefit from this enhanced capacity. Incorporating elements like video clips promises to heighten the interactivity of games, marking an exciting frontier in gaming development. Ladies and gentlemen, gamers and tech enthusiasts, we've reached the end of our incredible journey through the fascinating realm of video game creation here on TechNation. We've delved deep into the artistry, technology, and boundless creativity that breathe life into the games we hold dear. But remember, this is just the beginning of an ever-expanding universe of innovation and imagination. As technology evolves, so too will the games we play, promising us even more immersive experiences, jaw-dropping graphics, and mind-bending adventures. We want to hear from you. What's your favorite part of the video game creation process? Have you ever dreamt of designing your own game? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. If you've enjoyed this journey into the heart of gaming, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on our future tech explorations. Together, we'll continue to uncover the wonders of the tech universe. From all of us here at TechNation, thank you for joining us on this electrifying adventure. Until next time, keep your controllers charged, your PCs overclocked, and your curiosity ignited. See you in the next video.